know what? I think I need a day off. I think I need a day off at Disneyland. We're taking the night off here. We're here on a Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. We got just you, me, and a dead-ass park out there to take advantage of. Let's go to Disneyland. Actually kind of excited because I don't often get to go to Disneyland, and there's such conditions where I have no agenda, I have no plan, and it's not very busy, and I get to have my have my way around this park right now. Well, not completely without agenda anyway. As I mentioned, it's now 7:06. Walking down Main Street at 7:06. We arrived here at this time specifically because this is sort of we're doing a before test today. It's a Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Doing a before test because next Wednesday we're gonna come over here and do the same exact thing, and I'm gonna try to do the same exact stuff I'm doing tonight, but to see if there's any difference in terms of crowds and queues and all that stuff because of that short-lived Twilight ticket that Disney has sold for the end of July and early August. That starts on Sunday the 12th. It'll go Sunday through Wednesday, Wednesday being the last night of the week. So I'm using that as my opportunity to do a little before and after, just for fun, just for science, because I'm interested to know if there's any difference. In fact, we'll be using this image right here as our first before and after image to see what Main Street looks like at 7:06 today and 7 p.m. next Wednesday, and then throughout the park. We're gonna be, as we make our way around Disneyland, we'll be doing before and afters. Like I mentioned, hopefully we'll be doing the same rides if I can make that happen. But I'm just kind of feeling the breeze right now, the Disney winds as it were. So we'll see, but I want to try to hit as many of those lightning lane type attractions that are worth noticing. Now, as I mentioned, it's pretty dead here today. We're gonna have our pick of attractions. The longest wait I saw for anything was 45 minutes, I think, but I was for gadgets, so it's hardly measurable. But things are pretty quiet here. But we're gonna start in Tomorrowland, because I want to put eyes on Space Mountain just to get a baseline for next week. I don't think we're gonna be getting in the queue, because I want to try to visit as many attractions as possible while I do this tonight. Well, it's a good look so far. There's not a lot going on in here. I saw an open air when I was coming through, or up to the entrance to this queue, but it's back here near the door, but they're not using any of those switchbacks back there. They're using only half the switchbacks there. Look at that, they're not using any of the switchbacks up there hardly. You guys see that? They're calling this, I saw it on the board, it said 30 minutes, and I thought, wow, that'd be amazing if it were true. And I don't even know how to measure this. I don't think I've ever seen this before, where they're just going in a straight line. They're going in a straight line to the next door. It's wild. There you go, guys. That's your first question of the night is, will it look like that next week? I would be shocked, I tell you, if we found a similar situation, a 30-minute 30 guys, by the way, 30 minutes for Space Mountain right now at 7:14 p.m. How is that even possible? I'm running out of superlatives. But do you think? I don't think we're going to find that situation next Wednesday at 7:14 p.m. What's next? Well, I hope you don't mind a chill stroll through Tomorrowland to listen to, to listen to the Tomorrowland loop. I told you, we're taking the night off. I'm just messing around. So we're gonna stop and smell some atomic roses here from time to time. I'll tell you what, Disneyland during magic hour is magic. We're actually a little late for magic hour, as it turns out, but still, it's pretty nice right now. And only mildly hot, 79 degrees right now. 79, it was mid-80s earlier today. What's this over here? Is this Stitch's dance party? Why does this make me laugh?
Singer. So I want everyone to put their microphones up like this and dance high and low. See, high, low, and high and low. We also need tambourine players to show your hands because we're gonna clap up, we're gonna clap down, we're gonna clap up, we're gonna clap down.
Apparently Goofy's been to some sort of space beach. He's wearing space antenna and one of those, what do they call those rings things, the floaty pool? Why am I having a hard time with words right now? Wow. This is gonna be fun. Wow. Wow. So they're making a U-turn right here at the tree, or at the lamp, and they are in Tree Lamp. Are they in Ride a Tree, or they are Ride a Tree? Wow, that's actually pretty busy. I mean, they're not in Extended 1 or 2, but that's comparatively speaking, this is busy compared to what we saw at Space Mountain, which was almost the same queue, pretty much. I bet you would wait just about as long. I don't think it's going to be as long. That's the truth. That's probably a true 30-minute wait we just saw at Space Mountain. They're calling this one 30, also 30. Fascinating, because that's what I would have called it if I seen that queue. We might get this done in 30 minutes. We're almost Ride a Tree. Well, no, we're not. Arriving at the Matterhorn at 7:19, and I'm expecting a 30-minute wait here. We're going to actually do this one. We're going to ride because I love the Matterhorn more than most people, and I'm a weirdo. I don't even mind that it's going to break my back. But will we see a queue left of tree in a week, next week on Wednesday at 7:20 p.m. Making the turn around the lamp in 7.5 minutes. Pretty good pace so far. We did left of tree, we did tree lamp, and now we're going to do this right of tree inbound. 6, 10, maybe we'll get to our boat in about 18 minutes.
I think they just got back. Oh, they're just getting back.
That's our boat in 22 minutes. We've actually been stuck here for a couple minutes because they just did the thing where they swap in and out a new vehicle. They had to load one in over there, so we've actually been parked here. We got pretty close, is what I'm trying to say. We got pretty close to my 18-minute estimate.
Y mantenga las manos bajo sus pies izquierdos.
Two rides in, we're on schedule with the little mini schedule that I had set up for myself. By the way, I'll share with you now, I was supposed to start off with checking out Space Mountain and then ride Matterhorn at 7:15 and then be on my next attraction, which we're heading for now, and that's Runaway Railway, be there at 8. And then I want to check on Rise. I just want to do a queue check, just like we did for Space Mountain. Then Big Thunder, Haunted Mansion, and Indiana Jones. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be following that. That's sort of the agenda because I wanted to hit or show some of the major Lightning Lane attractions and, so set that benchmark, which, by the way, as we make our way to Toontown, I want to add that I'm not expecting, my thesis is that there won't be much of a visible difference. Minor at best, 5 or 10 minutes per attraction, if that even. I think the crowds are still going to be light. I think the queues are still going to be pretty short. And I think that because I don't think that they sold enough tickets to make a big difference in the crowds. I think it's going to be a limited issue, just a test to see guest response. That's why they sold out so quickly. well, I mean, the response was great. Did you guys watch our video on this? We did a video on Fresh Baked Presents. And all of my thinking, and then we talked about it also in State. Hi guys, all right. We talked about it in the last State of DCA report. Am I too late? I might be too late for Toontown. Let me see. Yeah, they got ropes up. I forgot it's fireworks. Yeah, they got fireworks. Let me see. Are they going to let us in? They are. They're going to close Toontown at 8. Yeah, because it's going to take that long to process whatever gets in the queue before they start lighting fireworks. So yeah, we've got. It's 7:50, so we've got 10 minutes. Just to keep that in mind for those of you who are coming to the park. By the way, we got this in a newsletter article once. What do you rope drop after the fireworks? The prevailing. Hi guys. The prevailing idea is to rope drop Peter Pan. Everybody loves to rope drop Peter Pan because they close that part of Fantasyland, and so everybody wants to be the first in line. But you have to get in line pretty early, so you wind up waiting in that line for 15-20 minutes. If you want to get a short wait at Peter Pan. I like rope dropping Toontown because then you can just you will get a walk on for both Runaway Railway and Roger Rabbit probably, and Gadgets for that matter. There's a link in the description if you want to join our newsletter. Find that below. You get like fresh recon and strategy and stuff like that. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, this I was not expecting. 10 minutes. I gave myself 40 minutes to get from here to Rise. And it's oh my gosh, that was a posted 10-minute. We're gonna go straight. I wonder if that doesn't include the pre-show, the Perfect Picnic. I don't think it does. But I was not ready for this. This is a good time to hit Toontown, I guess. Is before fireworks also, huh? Will we find a 10-minute wait at 7:52 p.m. next Wednesday? That we get to cut right on through. Where will we find the back of the queue? Mysteries. I'm thinking we're going to go straight to the screening room. I think we're going straight to Perfect Picnic. That's what I think. No waiting in the third prop room. And no waiting in concessions, which needs some work. I don't think it's supposed to be like that with the CESS burnout. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. And indeed, straight to the screening room we go. If we were out of here by 7:59, what if we were to because we're so far ahead, what if we just stopped at Roger Rabbit real quick? What if?
Want to take a ride on the train?
Actually, no chance we're getting out of here by 7:59, but I would be curious to see what would happen. I wonder if we're already in here, would they let us go? Because we're already in. They just closed Toontown, but do they close, can I get in a queue at 8:02 if I'm already in the land?
Be sure to keep watching.
That's 8:10. Yeah, definitely well ahead. We got to be at Rise by 8:40. Let's go. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just going out. I can already see. There's a guy posted out here, very much in the none shall pass position. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. No ride for Roger Rabbit for us, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting that. We'll make our way through here and on our way to Rise. Streets are starting to fill up. This is all paint the night traffic. This is some of those guests are coming in for Small World, but a lot of the density that you're seeing is people parked for paint the night, which is happening in about a little over an hour. Meanwhile, look at the Matterhorn and the monorail. How majestic is that? Guys, did you happen to notice how beautiful our ride on the Matterhorn was just a few minutes ago? Found myself lost in that a little bit. I couldn't say it obviously while we were riding, but I was like, this is, riding attractions during golden hour at, this magic hour like this that's pretty much the best possible way you can ride the Matterhorn, man. That was so beautiful. I was just sort of lost in that moment when it was happening. Kind of amazing. I'm gonna have to bookmark. I'm gonna have to tag that ride through for future reference, I think. Who knows? Maybe I'll put it on Tours Departing Daily, if not as a ride through on its own. Oh my gosh, that's right. They closed the Carousel of Progress. I'm gonna finish that in a second. Maybe not a ride through on its own, but as part of a collection. First of all, Tours Departing Daily, link in the description. It's just me and the camera and you. No talking, anything like that. Occasionally I do, but mostly no. I don't want it to be, I want it to be about the park and catching it in certain environments. We've been doing rope drop experiences. We've been doing complete 13-minute videos on Big Thunder, right? So, but one of the things I'm thinking about doing is doing like an hour of nothing but ride-throughs of the Matterhorn. It's like over and over and over again. Would that be cool? I think that'd be pretty cool. And there's the walls up at the carousel. I mentioned this in our construction report. We do a construction report every Monday. It's part of the shutdown is to install that right there. That's a wait time board, just like the one you see at Dumbo. Carousel never had one before. Measure the time, but it's never had a board that you could reference out there. Not that it's very difficult to suss out. It's either a walk-on or like 20 minutes tops usually. Even on a bad situation, it's no more than 20. At least to get to your horse. Sometimes it takes them 20 minutes just to check everybody's seatbelt, it seems like. Man, that's a tough attraction to cycle. It's always like, whenever I do a challenge and that ride is included in the challenge, it always is like the one, it's like the anchor. It's the thing that ruins my morning every single time. Wow, okay. Quiet here in Galaxy's Edge, and that includes Oga's Cantina. You guys want to do something fun? I want to try something here. This is not part of our plan tonight, but walking by Oga's just now and seeing nothing happening there. I got the app open. I'm going to, no, not the milk stand. I'm going to get on the walk. Okay, I'm going to start a clock first. Or I'll start the clock after I finish this. I'm going to join the walk up. It's just me. Do they even allow singles? They do. One adult. Thank you. Skip. Skip. That's my name. Okay, we're on the list. Let me get that clock started. Sure enough, it took seconds. It was instantaneous for me to hit that join button for it to call me to get in the queue. I am 1, 2, 3, 4th in line here. I'm sure there's seats available, but we'll see. So far, we are at 1 minute and 47 seconds. And we're gonna do something that I am very, very good at. I am a pro. We're gonna get in there, we're gonna order a drink. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna drink it as fast as possible. And see how quickly we can get an Oga's Cantina experience done here on a Wednesday night. And I don't think I have ever seen it as dead as it is in here. Usually you cannot even move. All kinds of reserve tables. They said we're bar top, which is fine with me. I'm on a speed run. DJ Rex holding down the house. Empty bar. I cannot believe this. I can't believe we actually had to wait. It took longer than I thought. I figured they would let us right in, which they could have. There's room everywhere, but it took them 5 minutes. We're already at 6:15 at this point. I should be out of here by now. I've never, have you guys ever seen this before? Have you ever? I have never. Not even on, when I was here for media, and this place was packed on media night. You'd think there would be just, it's just us, that was it. So we're gonna be getting the Jedi Mind Trick. That's Kettle One, Botanical Grapefruit and Rose Vodka, Brovo Lucky Fowler Noon Liqueur. I have no idea what those words are. Blue Curaçao, I don't know how to pronounce that word either. White grape juice, I got that one. Lime juice, got that one. And grapefruit bitters. Curaçao? Cheers, Fresh Baked Jedi Mind Trick.
This has 10 pineapples all inside of it.
No problem.
Here they are, Cindy and 7 and Bikers with Droid World.
Wow, there you go, guys. Mission accomplished. What do you guys want to guess was my total time? Come on, taking guesses. Good night, thank you. It's actually a little slower than I thought. I thought I could do better. And that includes taking the time to get a selfie with DJ Rex. Cheers, Fresh Baked. I probably should have taken advantage of that opportunity and gotten some B-roll in there, because it's hard to shoot B-roll whenever I go there, because it's usually packed. So maybe we'll have to include another run here during the summer if it keeps being like this. Just so I can get some fun, easy B-roll inside Oga's Cantina. But we've got work to do, and I had to see how fast I could get out of there. 10 minutes. Hi guys.
Or it might have been that one, I don't know. Let's just ask people. I can just look on the map.
By the way, my $23 Jedi Mind Trick, including tip, it was good, it was fine. It's not my favorite drink. I always get margaritas though, and I just wanted to get something sweet and different. I don't think I've ever gotten the Jedi Mind Trick. My mind does not feel tricked at all. I'm feeling slightly buzzed. People make fun of me about the way I drink, but I'm all business, man. I'm all business. Get to the end. You ever seen that, Princess Bride? Skip to the end. Anyway, I just want to get to that point, you know? It's like, let's just get there. I'm not messing around. Anyway, it was okay. I probably won't get it again. I do prefer my margaritas. Fascinating, that gets us, even with that little interlude, we've arrived at Rise of the Resistance at exactly 8:40. Or no, 8:30, it's 8:39. That's what I have in my little list. It's 8:40, Rise of the Resistance. Man, I'm good at this. All right, so it's posted 35. We're just here to check on the posted wait time and to put eyes on the queue, which looks to be pretty breezy. Man, it's nice. Look at that. It's barely in section 1, barely. Well, I should say section 2, barely in section 2. And it's even section 1. Look how loose section 1 is. It's not tight. People have not been camped out there for a while. Then really the back of the queue, once all this compresses, once everybody finds the back of the queue will be in section 1 and not even all of it. Do you think we'll see a 35-minute queue in the back of the queue in section 1 a week from tonight, next Wednesday? This is fun. This is fun. Like I said, I'm not expecting to see a huge difference, but there probably will be. But I don't think it's going to be very noticeable. I mean, you have to be paying really close attention like I am to see the differences. A lot of people coming to Galaxy's Edge right now. Look at this traffic coming in. That's kind of cool. It's kind of impressive. Are they all going to Rise? Now is the time. Now is the time, because they're going to close it. They still do close it at 10. No matter what's going on in Disneyland, they still close Rise earlier than every other attraction in the park. There's reasons for that. It's technical, and it's like, for ride maintenance and that kind of thing. But it's strange that the biggest attraction in the park closes 2 hours early. I will say, for those of you who watch our State of DC reports, I often will get a drink while I'm doing those. I'm just thinking about it right now because I just knocked back that Jedi Mind Trick. I am feeling that a little bit, and that's the whole objective. And I was just thinking, gosh, maybe I should be doing that. I can't do it this next week, but I'm getting close to doing that video where I drink my way around DCA, because it's kind of fun being at Disneyland in these conditions. You guys see that? There's 25 minutes for Tiana's, and I don't even see the back of the queue anywhere. There is no back of the queue. They're walking right on, I think. I was supposed to be according to my list. I don't know why I had Big Thunder before Haunted Mansion. That doesn't make any sense. Right? Consider Haunted Mansion is right there. What am I doing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I might do Haunted Mansion first. I'm supposed to be there at 8:45. Oh man, I'm tempted. I'm also tempted. You know what? It's my night. It's my night. I'm taking a day off. To hell with Recon right now. To hell with Park Science. I'm taking the night off. Let's go to Winnie the Pooh. My only regret is that we won't get to spend very much time in this queue. Well, I guess I could. I could just, I've done it before. I've just stood here and filmed B-roll. Turn that mic off so we can hear this just right. Thanks, guys. There's a little bit of queue. We can wait. Enjoy some of this.
It's me, Tigger, and being safe is what Tiggers like best. So please stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. And grown-ups, please watch your adorable children. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Acoustics River is not getting any water. It looks like maybe the waterfall is off back there. We'll see when we come out on the other side, but the river is not rivering. There's water in there, even though it's a little low, but normally there should be a current there, so they must have turned off the waterfall back there.
What did she ask you?
What blustery day. Happy Wednesday.
You'll find that they love it because it comes up the
What a wonderful dream.
Happy birthday, Goose.
thing about you is they give the bestest presents.
Oh, that was fun.
Well, that was, what, 5 minutes well spent? It's 8:52. I'm 7 minutes late. Right? What did I say? 8:40, 8:45? Also, yeah, the waterfall's off. And it sure does change the dynamic of this space. People overlook this a lot. I always try to make a point of this waterfall and how it interacts with the attraction. It's so, like, it's such an unrecognized piece of theming, piece of place setting here at Winnie the Pooh. And when it's off, it affects your entire experience if you're paying attention, which I do often. But you can see the water's really low right here. You can't play a proper game of Pooh Sticks now. You can't, and you can't really be a proper duck here either. Justice for Disneyland ducks, Disney. Turn on the water. Turn on the, okay. Haunted Mansion's next. There's no boats. Where are the boats? Oh, there's a boat. Yay! All right. What a beautiful scene. Wow, can you guys see that? Can you see? Okay, I don't know if you can see. But that looks like an awfully empty Haunted Mansion queue arriving here. Well, it's 8:55 now. I'm reminded once again, people keep saying, Dave, I don't know what you're talking about. Every time I go to Disneyland in June and July, it's packed. I was just there on XYZ day, and there was people everywhere. I don't tell you guys. I don't tell you. June and July is just dead. So dead that they're using the 13-minute time for a standby. 13 minutes means there's no wait. That's the minimum that they'll ever put. They never put 5 or 10. It's 13 means it's a walk-on. We're not even getting in the queue. You guys, holy shit. Excuse me. Okay, that's the Jedi mind trick talking. There's no queue back there. We're going straight to the house. You guys, what the hell? Are we going straight to the house? There's no cast member here telling me not to. I'm going straight to the house. All right. Yeah, he said come on in. Fill in all the dead. There's no. Okay. Oh, they've already moved in. Okay, now it's we're filling in dead space.
Or is it your imagination?
Amazing. 2 minutes.
And consider this dismaying observation.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear me or not before, but I'm saying it's 8:58. We were in Critter Country at 8:55. We're now in the portrait room. We've been through the stretching room. It's 8:58. We went from Bayou Country to inside the Haunted Mansion in the portrait room in 3 minutes.
This ghostly retreat. Every room has wall-to-wall creeps.
Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween. Awaken the spirits with your tambourine.
Have selected you to fill our force, and will haunt you until you return. Now.
That's on me. That's on me.
You guys hear that? I agree. We did a video a few weeks ago talking about the best time of day to be in the park to hit low wait times. And right now during showtime, now it's 9:11. During showtime is a great opportunity. Great fireworks. Turn on the mic so you can hear me. There you go. And I mentioned Fantasmic as well. Great time to see a show, but it's really just the nearby attractions. Haunted Mansion and Indiana Jones and Big Thunder to a degree, although that's usually pretty quiet right now anyway. Mickey. He did the thing. Pirates too, by the way. Pirates are straight to the boat. You go on Pirates right now? I would show you from there, but there's a move along guy, cast member, keeping the traffic moving. But you get in this queue right now, and it's straight to the boat. You're gonna come in through the tunnel. You're gonna make a left. You're gonna go up, boom. You're straight to the boat. However long it takes you to walk that far. But we're here to ride Indiana Jones. We were supposed to be here at 9:45. We are now a half an hour ahead of schedule after that Haunted Mansion situation. Look at that. That says 15 minutes, Fresh Big.
Stand by straight ahead.
Stand by straight ahead. Look at that. We're just going to make a U-turn right here and head straight up the ramp. We are walking on to Indiana Jones. I don't think we'll stop only to watch the pre-show. Will we be able to walk straight to the pre-show at Indiana Jones? Will we be able to be in the stretching room within 3 minutes at Haunted Mansion next Wednesday? when we try this again at 9. It was 9 o'clock at the Haunted Mansion and 9:15 here at Indiana Jones. And we're just walking right in, and we were not stopped there to mix. Everybody is welcome. While we're making this trek to Indiana Jones, to our ride vehicle, if you guys are picking up what we're putting down here, if you're enjoying how wonderful it is being here on this evening and how much we're getting done very, very easily everywhere we look, it's a breeze. Matterhorn was the most difficult thing we did, and that was 20 minutes. And you want to plan a trip, I'm telling you, contact our friends at GetAwayToday. We just booked a trip with Getaway for November. And when I tell you that they are very good at their jobs, it's not just because we're affiliated, it's also because we use them ourselves. And we know how good they are at their jobs. They're amazing. And as we often say, it's easy to commit or compete on price, and which, by the way, is easy for them as well. They'll just, if they find a good price somewhere, they'll match it. If you're not sure if you want to book, but you just, all you have to do is put down a little deposit, small deposit, book the rate that you get. You can cancel later if you want, but make sure you lock in that discount that you want to get. But never mind all that. That's the easy stuff they can do. That's easy. What they do better than others that is not as easy is being kind, being good at their jobs, being friendly and informative. That's why we love GetAwayToday. Plan a trip with Getaway, use the link in the description, let them know we sent you. And everybody, dude, they're awesome. They will not fail you. Link in the description. I hope you guys have a great trip. We're just cruising right along. I didn't get to show it because if we went through so fast, I wasn't filming, I was looking at my phone. But we barely stopped in the film room. We barely stopped. We were able to catch the safety spiel and walk straight through. It was a breeze. Looks like this is our boat at 9:26. 11 minutes to the vehicle. Wow, there's no back of the queue right now. I just realized. I was about to make a point, but look at that. That's the back right there. Amazing. I just realized I was so far ahead of schedule because I skipped Big Thunder because my dumbass thought I was supposed to go to Big Thunder first instead of Haunted Mansion. So let's say I was supposed to be at Indiana Jones at 9:45. We'll make that Big Thunder at 9:45, which it is now 9:32 as I record this. So we're 13 minutes ahead, not 30. Still doing really well. That was an aggressive schedule, by the way. I planned for it to be dead, apparently, according to my lineup. Of course, I also spent 10 minutes getting buzzed at Oga's, and another 5 minutes or so, maybe 7 at Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, we are a half an hour ahead of that schedule, if you consider that. How about Indiana Jones? Wow, Fantasmic is happening. It's even better. It's even better than we saw it. Oh, that's the finale. It's even better than we found it when we got here 15 minutes ago. So we're gonna ride Big Thunder, obviously, to finish out this night. But as far as getting ready, there's really not much more that we can do, like to say, are we ready for next week? Because now, once we get to this point, 10 o'clock, fireworks, Fantasmic, the park is going to be slowing down no matter if they sold extra tickets or not. So this is pretty much as much, advanced recon as I'll need to do for that video. Preparation, I think, right? So those are the rides. Those are the rides we're going to be checking out. I don't know if we'll be including Winnie the Pooh in that set, but or Oga's Cantina, maybe, I don't know. I enjoyed that. That was actually really, it was a $23 interlude, but it was a fun interlude.
Sarah, wrong way.
I need to get more reps during Phantasmic. My dumbass thought I could exit through that side down that way in front of Riverbell and go to Big Fun from there. No, you can't do that. Not when Phantasmic is letting out. No, we got to go back around.
Which is what?
For over 100 years, Walt Disney Animation Studios has invited audiences to believe in things never thought possible.
Sorry, did I mention that we had to go all the way around? I meant all the way around. We had to go, I was right there. We had to go out of Adventureland, out in front of Jolly Holiday, across the street, across Main Street, around in front of Plaza Inn, through the hub, and now we're here. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating because I feel like it wouldn't be too difficult to let us cross right here, but I mean, they know better than I do. They're better. But the good news is that we're gonna get to, assuming I don't get blocked here again, the good news is that we're gonna get to ride Big Thunder while the fireworks are going, assuming there's no queue, which I don't expect there to be much of one. Maybe we're too late. I thought we'd be able to see it, but I mean, they're going now, and we've got some queue to get through here to still. So we'll watch it from the queue, and then have a nice ride on Big Thunder. Oh man, I just missed the ending. That was the finale as we were mixing. So we're about 5 minutes off. Such a shame. That would have been delightful. I wish they had enchiladas still.
I go get it.
Since our homework, I guess is the word I want to use, is done, our homework is complete, and this is my night. I feel like I'm going to do something, I'm going to close it out doing something that I love to do, but don't ever actually really get a chance to do it often, because I've always got some kind of agenda. But the question is, will it be ice cream at Gibson Girl or a salted pretzel at Refreshment Corner? And a Coke, a cherry Coke. God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And now that this crowd that we're encountering right now, this is post-fireworks crowd, is reminding me that I may not get a chance. I'm not even sure if Coke Corner will be sittable or Main Street for Gibson Girl. I don't know, because Paint the Night still have a show left for Paint the Night. So I've got to come up with plan 2. And I have to find some way to get around this bench right here. Okay, there we go. Somewhere in there's a shooting exposition. You know, I was not prepared to see those scrim and construction walls up right now. That's kind of hurting my brain a little bit. Oh man, this is really bumming me out. Okay, so there are people on the street, although it doesn't look particularly crowded. We've got a good, let's see, it's still 20 minutes before showtime. I think it's a 10:30 show, right? Why is this not more crowded? Am I crazy? Well, add this to my list of things to be shocked and awed about. I thought there was no chance whatsoever that I would be able to enjoy either the Gibson Girl or pretzel at Refreshment Corner. But not only did I get an order placed for Refreshment Corner and this well-salted Mickey-shaped pretzel, not only was I able to do that, not only was I able to get my cherry Coke. I mentioned, by the way, I specified cherry. Normally I don't drink cherry Coke, but for those unaware, Refreshment Corner, they have the old-fashioned way. They'll make a cherry Coke by adding the syrup. It doesn't come pre-mixed in the fountain. So in the app, when you do your mobile order, you put cherry and then you ask for the flavor enhancer, and you could add different vanilla, cherry, or whatever. So we get this the old school way. Amazing. That's how they did it back in the day. Is they would add, if you went to a place and you asked for a cherry Coke, they would add the syrup. Not only did I do all that, but I got a seat right here on the rail. That's the hedge. That's the Main Street hedge right behind me. Those are Main Street guests enjoying their walk out the park right now. That's going to be me in a little bit, but not until after I enjoy this is amazing. This is how you end a day at Disneyland, a night at Disneyland. I'm always in some kind of agenda. Not a hurry per se, but I'm like, I gotta do, there's no show. Really, this is like, if I'm doing a thing, this doesn't count. You know? But my thing is to do nothing tonight. Or I should say, the thing tonight is just to take a day off and enjoy myself. Well, also, I got a B mode going, you know, just a little bit of light recon. I mean, I do love doing recon. We were in Vegas last week. We went down there with Peter McKitra and Miguel and Janelle. We partied there for 2 nights. Had an amazing time. We had a late dinner at the Venetian, and we're walking back. Miguel and I were talking, walking back on the strip, and I'm like, imagine all the recon that you could do in Vegas, because there's nobody doing recon in Vegas. They're doing food reviews and hotel reviews, but nobody's like doing the math. Imagine what would Vegas recon be like? I don't know why I mentioned that here. Like, how long would it take you to walk from Circus Circus? Has anybody done that? From Circus Circus to New York, New York? A, how long is it? And 2, should you do it? Probably not. It's like 20 minutes. But I wouldn't recommend that walk, especially not on a hot day, especially not if you've been drinking. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it before I wrap up my pretzel, I mentioned earlier, Getaway Today and our trip to Florida we're planning. The Florida trip is 3 purposes, really. We're doing a thing for Adam while we're there, ceremony of some kind. We're going to Walt Disney World. Liz is coming with me. We bought Liz and myself annual passes, renewed mine, and got Liz an annual pass. We got a couple, I think we're only going to be in town for 3 days. 2 of those days will be at Walt Disney World, maybe 3. But we're also going to be at Epic Universe and Universal Orlando. We're going to that after hours party. I forget who's putting it on. But we're being hosted by the people who run it. We're going to that after dark party that Universal, I forget which side it is that's putting it on, but we're going to that. Epic Universe one night, and Universal Studios Hollywood, or I'm sorry, Universal Studios Orlando the second night. We're doing 2 nights there. We're not going to be able to do any kind of recon at Epic because it's an after hours party and everything's a walk on. So we're just there to enjoy ourselves and have a good time. We'll be going with some of our friends as well. But we're gonna have, so there's gonna be some Walt Disney World, some Epic Universe, and a stay at the Cabana Bay. We're staying at Cabana Bay. I think I'm gonna do a resort day. I've never done a resort day. I'm gonna do a resort day. I'm gonna do it with my wife. It makes it even better. Of course, I'm not leaving. Now that I've got this cool seat, we get to watch Paint the Night a little bit here in style. Curbside, although we got a little bit of crowd in front of it. Look at the table. There's. How are there tables? How are there tables? How are there? Just viewing areas all over the place. See the second show. I love this. Oh my God. The first time I heard this changed my life. 65th anniversary. Saw Paint the Night the first time when it debuted. That part of it, oh my God, changed my life. I've been chasing the Paint the Night dragon ever since. I freaking love the opening to the show. Definitely the most excited I've ever seen any crowd be to see Mickey, and deservedly so. Mickey's amazing, and he was kind of selling it a little bit. What a fun night. Okay, what a great way to close out the night. It is time for me to head home and prepare for next week's adventure. We got work to do next Wednesday. Hope you guys can join us for that comparison. I'm looking forward to that. Just a bit of fun. It doesn't really mean much because this thing is only like 6 weeks, but I'm just curious. I like comparing things. So stay tuned for next week to see if this ticket makes any difference whatsoever in the level of crowds. We're still waiting. Been waiting and waiting and waiting for this train. And he just arrived. We've also been waiting for the crowds to show up. August 15th to August 12th, whatever, the first day of the Halloween season. Not before then. That's my prediction. That's another conversation for another day. Thanks guys for watching. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Respect.